Morning, Paul.
Morning.
Morning, viewers.
Morning.
Morning.
Is that person at the back asleep?
Wake up.
Mm.
Welcome, Bloody, welcome to another
Sunday chat.
Yes, it's here again. Doesn't it come round quickly? And it's Saturday morning for us, and it's a usual Saturday morning filled with screaming, psychotic children. Desperate to go to Chon Quan Tai, or whatever it's called. What's it called? Chong Quan...
Kung Fu?
Chang Ching Chong.
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo. Desperate to go to Taekwondo. Daddy,
I want to go to Taekwondo.
Little Tarquin and Petunia screaming their little Bloody heads off. Le matin de les enfants psychos.
Where did that come from?
The morning of the psychotic children.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't mind if they were quiet, like the village of the damned, the children of the damned.
Yeah, they just stared.
Quiet and evil. Yes, Bring it on. I like that.
Yeah.
But no, screaming little brats. Oh, God, it just pierces through the brain.
And that was just me.
Anywho, welcome. You're all very, very Bloody welcome. Let's get on with the show. So, first
I did
of
my
all,
toenails this week.
Oh, don't do that.
They needed doing.
Oh, God. Just don't talk about it. I don't want to know about... Disgusting. Anyway, let's get on with the show without any reference to gnarly, horned feet.
I thought I had hobbit feet.
Ah, they've changed.
They've got horns now.
Yeah, the feet of evil. Oh, it's breezy.
It's blustery.
Les vents de les arbres. The winds of the trees.
The winds of the trees, yeah. But it's not actually the winds of the trees, is it? It's the winds in the trees?
Yeah, well, I'm being poetic.
Oh, right, okay.
And glamorous.
Okay. What's that called? Cytherism.
Cytherism. Spelled with a P.
Yeah, with a P.
That's right. So let's move on with the show. Paul, rather than waffling.
People like the waffling.
Yeah, they like it in your little week at the plot little allotment videos. They don't want it here on Sunday Chat.
Oh, okay.
They want factual
Sunday Chat!
They want factual information and good entertainment.
I almost missed that one then. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're failing so far, so just get back on track.
You've got a scarf on. It's
I have, because
warm.
no, I find it rather chilly this morning.
I thought it was to cover up your craggy neck.
My neck is as smooth as a... whatever.
It was on that photo yesterday, wasn't it?
Well, Paul, stop jumping the gun. We're coming to all of that later.
Do you know where that saying comes from? I do.
Well, I know there was a 3 Degrees song called Jump the Gun, which I rather liked in the 80s.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it comes from. Where does it come from? Tell us, Paul.
It does actually come from jumping a gun, but I can't remember why.
Oh, God.
Just trying to think of it now.
Well, that's Bloody useless, isn't it? Let's get on with the show, Paul. Weather, first of all.
Weather.
What has the weather been like this week? Well, it's been lovely, Paul, hasn't it?
Yes.
I hope that's not somebody starting with an angle grinder somewhere. Because I won't be best pleased.
No, you won't. No.
Vivi had to put up with that throughout her video making last week.
Yeah. But it's been a mixed week.
It has, a mixed bag.
And quite cold at parts, wasn't it?
At parts, but it's warming up.
Yeah, it's warming up.
It's warming up. The sun is intermittent at the moment, and the house is still feeling quite chilly. Our house doesn't warm up until late September.
It does.
No, it does. It warms up usually in July.
Well,
I
think mid-June.
But it never really heats up in this room. It always stays a lovely, comfortable 22 to 25 in this room, doesn't it?
It does, but that's because we shut the blinds when it is glaring sun in the afternoon, because we get the afternoon sun in here. We shut the blinds.
Of course we do.
So we keep the heat out.
And also we have a chimney.
A chimbley.
Vents. A chimney or a chimbly, as some people call it. I'm not sure why. Possibly morons.
Mormons.
No, morons. Don't insult any more groups of people.
I'm not the one doing it. You are. I'm inclusive and loving to all.
Except the morons. The heat goes up. You see, heat rises. Cold air falls. Heat rises.
Well, actually, cold air gets pushed down. It doesn't actually sort of fall, but as the heat rises, it pushes the cold air down. Yeah.
That's your science lesson for this week. So, yes, all lovely. Welcome also to new subscribers. I forgot that bit. Welcome to new subscribers.
Yes.
And the weather was good.
Who's jumping about now?
Yes, I am. But
Keep
I'm
on
allowed
track.
to. I'm allowed to, Paul.
You see, he's the controller. Yeah. I just sit here and look beautiful. Yeah.
Funny how I manage both. Yes, so lovely. That's all good. Weather getting warmer. Warmer, hotter. The temperature is rising.
But we were not supposed to have any rain.
No, but we did in Ealing.
And we had rain. We had a few spots when we were with Vivi as well.
More to come on that one.
But when we were driving, we were almost home, and we went through sodden roads,
Yes,
didn't we?
we didn't actually experience any rainfall in the car, but we noticed that the roads were wet.
I suppose a lot of people could have been cleaning and chucked out their water.
It was the main road. Stupid Paul. Let's move on, please. We've got some thank yous to say. Oh, I'm on the wrong week.
You're on the wrong week.
I was on the wrong week.
He's on the wrong week.
I was on the wrong week in my notebook. More on notebooks later.
Moron, yeah.
No. Thank yous. We've got some thank yous to say. Paul, you wanted to say thank you to La Vivi.
Absolutely.
Pour les green plants.
Green. Thank you for the green plants.
Les plants
verts. Yeah. Thank you for the green plants, Vivi. It was lovely to have green plants gifted.
Well, some of them weren't that green.
Well, the Rose de Bern.
They were a funny colour.
Oh, they look lovely. They look lovely.
Are they paler?
Yeah, I think they're a little bit paler.
So.
But they've got sort of like darker veins as well. So that's tomato.
Lovely.
So I'm really looking forward to
Rose
those.
de Bern.
And also Vivi gave us some celery because Brush ate mine.
Now, for those of you who don't know brushes...
What do you mean don't know who Brush is?
Well, some people might not watch your thing videos, plot allotment videos, Paul. Not everybody's into gardening.
Brush is Fenella's son.
How do you know it's Fenella's son? You didn't watch her give birth, did you?
No, but they do all the sort of licking and preening. So all that went on, and they don't lick and preen others.
Okay. And as you know, very sadly, Fenella passed away. Sadly.
Yeah, about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, so Brush is still around.
Brush is around, Felicity's around. She was bouncing on the carrot and parsnip bed the other day.
Brush was enjoying all of your celery.
Yeah.
So that's lovely, Paul. Get to the point.
I put it in the doorway of the polytunnel to get a bit more sun and to sort of start semi-hardening off. And then I looked around and Brush was chomping on it.
Oh dear. Maybe there was something in the celery that Brush needed.
Well,
it's like those goats that lick rocks.
Oh, to get the minerals out.
To get the salts and the minerals.
Yeah.
They go up high, don't they, just to lick a rock.
Did you see the big bottom sheep?
I did. I found that a little bit weird.
Do you know they're
I was worried about the sheep with the big bottoms.
No, they're...
And if you'd like to see sheep with big bottoms, go to our Facebook group, Planet Vegetaria. That's a Facebook group by Richard and Paul. Richard and Paul since 2017. That's contractual.
Aphrodite. They have a propensity...
For fat bottoms.
No, not fat.
Oh.
Muscly. Muscly bottoms. They're not fat bottoms. They're muscly bottoms, and they go boom, 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 boom.
Okay,
boom,
that's fine.
as they walk, and they're Greek, but they're also in Asia. But they're actually named after Aphrodite. Yeah, so they're Aphrodite sheep, the ones with the big
If I don't say anything, do you keep on going?
Yeah, most probably. But do look up Aphrodite sheep. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all lovely. I'd also like to say a big thank you to Amanda. Now, Amanda has sent us, with a lovely little note, thank you, some absolutely... Just wait, Paul.
I was taking the card from you to make it easier.
I'm doing my quality, value and convenience pitch here. A beautiful array of handmade notebooks. Handmade, homemade, produced by hand.
How do you know they're homemade?
In a different... They're handmade.
Well, they're handmade. They
Self-made.
Made at home.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Very generous of... Just wait, Paul. Very generous of you, Amanda, to send these through to us. This is definitely mine. The glamorous one. Made in soft, gorgeous, beautiful, glamorous, shining paper. This one's yours, Paul. Covered in an array, myriad of different tools.
Gardening tools.
Gardening tools. I do like a good tool.
Yeah,
Paul.
just in case anyone gets confused.
So you can use that one. I'm using this one, and
Oh,
Amanda
they're
has.
all old-fashioned.
Amanda has suggested that we gift one to Vivi.
Oh.
I'm sure Vivi would love one. Which one do you think Vivi would like the most? The one with the bees, or the one with the gorgeous floral design, which actually looks a little bit like a Liberty fabric?
I think the floral one.
So, let us know, which one do you think Vivi would like?
What?
And
but the bees,
the
bees is lovely one.
They're all lovely.
Bees
They're all
is
gorgeous. I'll have that one back, please.
No, it's
Paul.
mine.
We'll keep it safely.
I'm popping it there, out of your reach.
They're all gorgeous and beautifully made.
And there are loads more designs.
There are on Amanda's Facebook page, which is called, and I want to get this right,
Sweet Notes.
Sweet Notes. That's Sweet Notes by Amanda on Facebook. So go and check it out and give her Facebook page a like.
So if you go to Facebook, click on Pages, do a search in Pages for Sweet Notes.
Just do a search.
Yeah, I know,
With the
but
magnifying glass.
if you do it in Pages, you actually get the pages called Sweet Notes come up. And I think for us, she was about number 8 down there. Yeah.
So, yeah, have a look. And if you want to order notebooks, I believe you send a message to Amanda. So that's great. Thank you, Amanda. Lovely. And as you know, being lovers of notebooks, especially me, I get through them like...
Notebooks.
They will be used. They will absolutely be used. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Bloody. Stop. He's got a stop button just here. Oh, I need to get comfortable, Paul. I'm not comfortable.
We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we?
What, getting comfortable?
Trapped men's bits.
Oh, Paul, you do have to bring the tone down, don't
Well, it's
you?
part of,
Paul?
everyday life. Especially as you get older.
It's not working now. So anywho. So thank you, absolutely thank you to everybody and everything.
To Amanda
around the world.
as well, and in the universe.
Yes.
Have we had any messages from beyond the solar system yet?
Beyond the solar system.
To say thank you, we enjoy Sunday chat.
No, nothing's been beamed in yet on my extra solar system beaming device receiver. Anyway, so we
Is that an app?
out and about in the car yesterday, driving the car.
I do that.
Driving the car around and around and about, which was absolutely delightful. And as you saw, if you follow us on Planet Vegetaria, you will know that we paid a visit to our Vivi.
Yeah, we
over
did.
the other side of London. It was great. Wasn't it, Paul? I turned all Liverpudlian. Turned all Liverpudlian. Ooh, how lovely.
I think she has performed at Liverpool Rep, hasn't she?
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that was great, and of course I have been obsessed with the car.
Oh, you have.
This week I've been.
That car has been buffed and pimped more times this week than I have been this year.
It deserves it.
It's still shiny and
lovely.
firm. That's why.
I love that car. I really do, and so I'm really sort of trying to. Well, I did get it completely clean. I mean, I got all.
We've lived here now
Shush, Paul.
for virtually 18 years, and Richard has met more neighbours in the last week than he has in that 18 years.
Yeah, but those neighbours aren't interested in me. They just come back and go, "Ooh, new car."
Yeah, but then you chat to them.
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
do. I do chat to them. So yes, I've washed it. I've got into all the nooks and crannies. Done a little bit of detailing as well, waxing, polishing, vacuuming, the whole lot. So it's shiny as a new pin. I've even done a little bit of body work.
You have, haven't you? You've been touching it up.
There's a tiny little patch of rust which I've repaired, and I'm waiting for my car paint touch-up kit to arrive today. Yeah, I am. It's tiny little bottles of paint and lacquer, and you just sort of
Are they like
repair.
fairy bottles?
Yes.
Fabulous. Have you got them in platinum?
Well, it's crystal silver, Paul, I think you'll find.
It's
Paint code number 1E7 or IE7, I can't remember. Yeah, 1E7, I think it is. Crystal silver.
There has been more than 10 times this week I have walked into a room and Richard has said something like, "Oh, you can get Eco Wax now."
Eco wax.
Eco and sustainable, that's what you said the
No,
other
it wasn't
day.
the wax, Paul. It was the car screen wash.
Oh, the screen wash.
screen wash.
Yeah, environmentally friendly,
wax.
biodegradable.
The wax is that carnauba.
Carnaby Street.
Con wax.
Marvellous.
Carnauba.
Oh, it doesn't matter,
I
does
don't
it? It's
know.
just a wax.
The wax. So that's lovely. So trip to Vivi. Lovely trip to Vivi. Beautiful garden.
Vivi, you left some
Yes, there was
things
some
in
leafage.
the car,
There was some
leafage in the car, which I got blamed for.
I said, "What is all
I went
that
to get out of the car, and he went, "What is that?"
on my clean carpets.
And I said, "That was there when I got in."
He blamed you, Vivi. He threw you under the bus straight away. Anyway, so that was lovely.
What did you do after
Paul,
that?
Stop going on.
What did you do? What did
I
you
shook
do?
the mat.
He shook the mat.
Of course I did. I wasn't going to leave dead leaves in the car overnight. You never know what's going to happen. Creatures might crawl out of there. Anyway, that's all lovely. I even changed the cabin pollen filter. Didn't I, Paul? For a new one. And
It was quite black, wasn't it?
And what I'm really looking forward to is a trip to the garage on Wednesday. Oh, I'm having my aircon recharged and serviced. I I'm really looking forward to going to the garage. No, I am. All those lovely men greasing themselves down.
I don't think they grease themselves down. They do grease on the car.
On
they
the
don't
car.
do it themselves.
But don't they accidentally spray grease all over their bodies and shine their
I don't
pecs
think
up?
so. That's the people who do the washing of the cars.
While they fiddle under the bonnets. Oh, I can't wait for that. Calm down.
It's getting too excited.
Anyway,
you see.
so that's lovely. Had a lovely day. And Vivi made us a gorgeous, gorgeous curry for lunch, which is her squash curry.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link for it here because I have to say it was actually one of the most tastiest curries I've ever had.
Do you know what?
Better than yours.
It was better than mine. Absolutely. Not that mine are fabulous. Sometimes they're really nice.
But
But
green
this
tomato
one,
curry's lovely.
oh, the green tomato curry.
That
That
is
is fabulous. And your pea and potato curry.
Is lovely too.
Maybe you could do pea and potato curry.
Maybe I could, but Vivi's flavour had depth to it.
It was just gorgeous, and
Yeah.
she'd used the butternut squash,
Yeah.
and it was cooked just perfectly,
Oh,
wasn't it?
divine.
It was still in chunks, and it hadn't fallen apart. I think sometimes I overcook mine.
Yeah, you do.
And then there was also corn pieces, wasn't there? Because
I think
Vivi
she
had some
replaced-
corn pieces left over.
She replaced the chickpeas
Chickpeas
with the corn.
with corn.
So that was divine. So
Yeah.
lovely.
And
So-
we had was it black rice or Camargue rice?
It was wild rice and red rice.
Wild rice and Camargue
rice.
Camargue rice
Yeah.
with it, which was,
It was
absolutely
lovely.
fantastic. And what is wild rice?
It's not a rice.
What is it?
It's a grain.
It's a grass.
Yeah, grain.
No, rice is a grain. Anyway, yeah,
Is it a seed then?
it's a grass seed.
It's a seed.
Wild rice is a grass
So
seed.
that's all lovely. You don't need to go on and on and on now.
And that Camargue rice was lovely. We do a really nice salad, actually.
Paul. Really? Just calm down now.
I'm quite excited today.
So that was lovely. We sat in the garden all afternoon. The weather, temperature was perfect for sitting out. It was just nicely warm.
Yeah.
No sun, beautiful greyish, moody clouds. And it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was.
So we had a lovely day.
And I did some watering.
Yes.
I was watering the blueberries, and then Vivi said, "Let me take a photograph of you watering the blueberries." And I don't look as though I'm watering the blueberries, even though I am actually watering the blueberries.
That's absolutely fascinating, Paul. I'm riveted. So it was a great day. We had a bit of a journey back.
Oh,
What?
gonna let you in on a secret.
What?
Vivi's got parsnips, hasn't she? Exciting. You'll see those very soon. Yeah. Oh,
Is it a bee?
it's a bee. I think it's begone now.
Good. So a bit of a journey back. Very
Yeah,
busy.
very busy.
Immensely busy. It was a Friday night in London. Cars everywhere. Maybe people were on the move for their bank holiday weekend.
Bank holiday.
So it's late May bank holiday, late spring bank holiday.
No, it is actually the spring bank holiday. I always thought that early May bank holiday.
Well, that's May Day. isn't
That's
it?
May Day, yeah.
This
so
is
that's
spring
called the.
bank
This
holiday.
one is spring, yeah.
So we have two
Got that all
in May,
sorted.
which is great. So, you know, the roads are expected to be busier, but it was a bit of a long journey, but comfortable, I have to
Yeah.
say. We were perfectly happily pootling along, I don't know,
Maybe doing both.
maybe doing both. Perfectly happy going along. Yeah, but yeah, it was busy, really busy. So we had a lovely day. Thank you, Vivi. Thank you.
But it's
and
lovely.
It was gorgeous, obviously, to see Vivi.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What was lovely, or what is lovely for me, is that for, I reckon, the past 5 years, when we've gone anywhere, I've driven. And now you're driving, aren't you?
Well, it might have been a pleasure for you, Paul, but of course I had to go through the 15 minutes of you telling me how to drive.
Well, you usually do that for me.
Yeah, but you're not very good at driving, Paul.
We did come back to the house twice after we left.
OCD. Have we locked the front door?
Well, no, the first thing was, do we have any masks?
Oh, we did. That was a legitimate reason to go back. We forgot our masks.
Well, I thought when you
Crazy.
had prepped the car, you've got all of the first aid kit you've done and all things like that. I thought there must be masks in the car.
Well, you thought wrong, Paul.
I did, because it had been left out. The valeting had not been done correctly. The detailing, is it detailing?
Anyway, let's move on. We had to come back again, and I swear to God, our neighbours thought they were in Groundhog Day.
It was funny.
They did a double take because they were chatting in the street, and they saw us
went,
go round again.
Sort of waved first time, and then when we came around again, sort of went.
Yeah, anyway.
That was funny.
So we gave them a thrill.
We did,
They
and
thought
I
they
really
were stuck in
enjoyed
a
being
loop.
able to look at things, because of course when you're driving you're concentrating on the road. So being a passenger, which I haven't been for ages, I was able to look at things, and I
Enjoy
noticed
the
things
ride.
I didn't know. Well, I wouldn't say enjoy. Yeah. I
Paul,
could see things.
I've been driving in this country for a lot longer than you have. You were driving around Guernsey in your little noddy car down the little tiny roads.
My car was, it was a Daihatsu Charade, and it was called Jabrinda Ethel the Red.
What?
Yeah, that was my first car.
What?
Jabrinda Ethel the Red.
Mine was Roger the Escort.
Yeah, well, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
But it was a tiny car, smaller than the one we've got now, wasn't it, Paul? It's like a sewing machine on wheels.
It was a sewing machine on wheels, yeah. Yeah. It's funny, Guernsey and Jersey always used to get cars as sort of like test cars before they came mainstream into the UK. Yeah, they did, yeah. So, yeah.
What, to test that maybe educationally subnormal people could actually
You
drive
are
them?
terrible today! But yes, you're right.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on, because we're almost at the end. We can't spend too long today because we've got stuff to do.
We've got lots to do. I've got lots to do at the plot. In fact,
it's
last
another
night
busy weekend.
I got so excited about something I thought about for my Brussels sprouts last night that it took me about 2 hours to get to sleep. At one
Losing
point,
sleep over Brussels sprouts.
well, the thing is, when I realised where I was going to put the Brussels sprouts, everything else then sort of started slotting into where it was going to go, and I was getting excited. And it was about 10 to 12, and I went for a wee, and it was quite bright. There was quite a lot of moonlight, and I did think, in my sort of slightly dreamy state, could I go down and do some work now? And then I decided that would be a silly thing to do. You were whistle snoring last night.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we? We've got our second COVID jabs next week.
Yay!
On Thursday. Hurrah! How lovely. But you must remember that it doesn't guarantee full protection.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
No. But hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah for science. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, because when I had the first one, I didn't even notice it had happened. It was sort of like bing, bing, done. And it'll be interesting to see. It's the same place, and
Same place.
I suppose it'll be a different batch, won't it? This
Dunno.
time? Yeah.
So we're also looking forward to our trip to Guernsey in July, which will hopefully be able to happen, all things being well, to see Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at July, August.
Yeah.
In July, the restrictions in Guernsey at the moment
Are due to
mean
be
that
lifted.
you don't have to quarantine. I think you still have to test and do all of that, but because of course there are different rules and guidance to the UK, because Guernsey and Jersey are not part of the UK, because it's Crown dependency, both of them are, as is the Isle of Man. So yeah, I'm just hoping we'll be able to, we'll be able to fly there. We'll likely fly from Southampton, and we're looking at dates at the moment. So fingers crossed, sometime in July or August, we will be there.
Because unfortunately the slot from Heathrow has gone.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous. Really.
I mean, for us it was so convenient because it
so
literally took
convenient.
half an hour to get to Heathrow for us from our front door. And Gatwick is a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours by train, depending upon connections. And Southampton is about an hour and a half. But the wonderful thing about Southampton compared to Gatwick, I know we've said this before, is that Southampton Airport is small.
Yeah,
so
it's easy.
You just transit Southampton Airport in minutes, literally. Where Gatwick, you have to...
Yeah, you're walking forever.
Yeah.
You're walking forever. And you're parked half a mile away. No, it's easier Southampton. So yes, that's what we're going to opt for. All being well.
Yeah, all being well.
Yes, all being well. That's lovely, Paul. Also, before that, in June, we're hoping to visit the Tittington Smides in Wales for a short break. So, for those of you who have been trying to find the Tittington Smides country estate online...
Oh, no, you won't.
No, you won't find it.
No.
Look, it's due to security.
Yeah.
They were involved in MI5. There's
the
the National Doodah
Ding Dong
Secrets Act involved. I mean, you know, she was bigger than M at one point, wasn't she? Except she was known as P.
Yeah.
So anyway, we can't discuss any further the Tittington Smides or their location. Sorry. Or we'd be killed. So, lovely. TV. What did we watch on TV this week, Paul? And then we're going to tie up.
I'm going to go back to another subject.
Oh, Paul, really?
I'm going to
Paul?
talk a little bit more about your car.
Why?
Because I think you asked last week about a name.
Oh, the naming ceremony.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we have decided on a name.
Yeah.
Thank you, BLOODY, thank you for all of your suggestions. Some were good, some were... but thank you for all of them.
Are we going to do a ribbon cutting?
I named this car...
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to do it now.
Oh.
No. I mean, the neighbours would truly think we'd gone bonkers if we did that.
I don't think the neighbours... I don't think they'd bat an eyelid if
Well,
we
they might
put
not
red
at
ribbon
you.
across and...
They
cut
might
them.
not at you, Paul, but they would confirm to them about me. I named this
Should we do
car...
a metaphorical?
Metaphorical.
Yeah.
Symbolical.
Symbolical. Symbolic. Oh, you need to be careful with that, don't you?
I named this car Fenella. It's a double meaning. It's a double meaning because it's also... We named... Well, you named Fenella after Fenella Fielding.
Yeah. The great actress.
Fenella Fielding. And of course, Fenella was sultry and sexy and... Yeah.
And had a fabulous voice.
And a fabulous body, curvaceous and gorgeous. And Fenella was named likewise, so it's a double sort of meaning. So yeah, her name is now Fenella.
Yeah.
Fenella the Igo.
Oh, I like that. And it's also sort of a little bit Greek, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like Greek at the moment. Yeah.
So more on Fenella the Igo in another video.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little tour, a little car tour.
I think you should do it in parts. I think you should do a tour of the boot for only about maybe half an hour, and then do a tour of the passenger side, another half an hour. And then the back, just do it as one video. And then the passenger, and of course open up bonnet as well. I think there's about 5 hours of videos in there.
Have you finished?
Yeah.
Good. Paul, what have we watched on television this week? What have we watched? I can't remember what we've watched on TV. We've watched a lot of Countdown, I know that.
Bing! We have, and you got a 9-letter this week. You got a 9-letter this week. I got the Tea Time teaser, just like that, in one of them.
Yeah, we don't need to go through each episode, Paul.
But yeah, we enjoyed it. And Janet Street Porter is the guest.
Oh, I love Janet Street
Porter. She's
love
great.
Her.
And we also watched Celebrity Bake Off. And it had somebody on it from Made in Chiswick.
Chelsea. Made in Chelsea. Some nobody, some posh nobody who actually doesn't deserve to breathe the air on Earth.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Waste of space.
Yeah, she's become very famous, I understand.
Oh, just ridiculous.
But
anyway, Anyway, let's not give her airtime.
And then there was Jeremy Paxman was on as well.
I
quite liked him.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Joe something who does
mildly funny.
4 Cats
mildly
does count
funny.
I thought he was quite good.
Funny.
And then the other actress, there was an actress there that I really liked.
Her, Sally.
Yeah. Sally, yeah.
She was in Scott and Bailey, wasn't she?
She was.
Which we missed.
Yeah.
Scott and Bailey was great, but there is a new show with Leslie Sharp and
Patrick
Dudar from...
I worked on a film.
No, that series. He was in that series.
The AO.
The OA.
The OA, yeah. I worked on a film, Property of the State, several years ago, which was set in County Clare, and Patrick was
in that.
The male protagonist in that. So it was really interesting when we were watching the other day and Leslie Sharp came up and I went, oh, it's Patrick. So he's the son of, is it Hair Flick?
Doesn't matter.
In Hello, Hello?
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah.
Let's move on because we need to end. This is the end. Bye.
He's pretty fit as well. Do you remember at the start of the AO?
The OA.
The OA.
Even.
Yeah.
So what else? Did we watch anything else this week? No, we didn't.
We watched RuPaul, obviously.
Yeah, which is kind of getting better now.
Yeah. And I think that's... we finished Motherland.
Finished Motherland, which we talked about last week.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about finishing it.
I'm sure we did.
No, we didn't, because we only watched the last episodes on Monday, so we didn't time travel.
Really? Are you sure?
So I went to lunch with the chair of the community gardens on Monday, who told me that where he's a scout leader and where they have scouts, he said that Motherland had filmed there last year, and there was an episode about spin cycling, or there was a spin bike in the hall where the scouts normally are, and sure enough, that evening, that exact episode we watched.
Lovely, how great and fabulous.
I thought it was a lovely ending.
Great, it was super duper brilliant.
Yeah, I hope they're doing a 4th series, wouldn't they? Fingers crossed. I would like, though, that there was, like in America, they do like 16 episodes or 24 episodes. I don't know why we don't do that in the UK.
And the good news is that RuPaul's Drag Race is back for a new season of All Stars.
Have you looked 6. At that?
Yeah, it looks great. Can't wait.
I haven't looked at the
trailer.
Can't
wait.
Yet.
That's going to be great. So that's it for this week's
Sunday. Bosch.
Bosch is back. Bosch is back. And yeah, that's it for this week's Sunday Chat now. We're saying goodbye, keeping it short and sweet and fabulous. Bye. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
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 Wave goodbye.